What is going on, everybody? You have Tone here, and I am back bringing you guys the battle for round number 2 of the NPA Minors playoffs, going up against Herahord and his SL Banefica. If you guys missed the team builder, it will be in the description down below. I encourage you to check that out. But for more of a condensed version of the team that we are bringing for this battle, we have a Taunt Roost Flying EMZ Crobat with Heatwave, a Fizdef Stealth Rock Glare Habanberry Jordagon, and Agility 3 attacks Life Orb Diggersby, Taunt 3 attacks Mega Gallade, and Assault Vest Tangrowth, and a Calm Mind Encore Mono Moonblasting Clefable. And you see the team that Hera decided to bring for this battle. He decided to bring the Mega Charizard X, Primarina, Skarmory, Nidoqueen, Sharpedo, and the Swellow. So the main toss-up for me was, for me seeing either Sharpedo or Rotom. I pretty much got everything else correct in terms of the matchup, so I'm really happy with how the team building worked out for me in this battle. So in terms of potential leads for him, he could try to lead off with Charizard to get up the Mega Evolution. I also consider him leading off with either Nidoqueen or Skarmory, but just on the off chance he decided to lead off with the I think we'll try to lead off with Primarina just to try to get off a quick nuke. I wanted to counteract with my Tangrowth, because even if he led with Skarmory, I knew I could take a Brave Bird from an uninvested Skarmer. I can take a Brave Bird, I can take a Sludge Wave from Nidoqueen, and retaliate accordingly. So I decided to lead off with my Tangrowth in this battle, and so you'll see, we'll press play and see how this playoff battle went. So I'm going to lead off with Tangrowth myself, and he's going to lead off with the Charizard. So I get the prediction wrong here, but I'm going to stay in and go for Earthquake as he reveals Fire Punch, not Flare Blitz, which is fine. I do get off a good chunk to the Charizard with Earthquake. I'm going to go hard to my Jordagon here, and he reveals Will-O-Wisp. So the fact that he's Will-O-Wisp and Charizard X means he's not Dragon Dance. So I've seen Fire Punch, I've seen Will-O-Wisp. He has to have Roost, which means the fourth move that he's rocking is either going to be Dragon Claw or Earthquake. Earthquake does make a little bit more sense because it does more damage to my Lantern. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go for Glare here. I could have got out my rocks, but I figured that Glare was a fail-proof move because he didn't bring Rotom, so everything on his team is prone to being paralyzed. So I'm going to go for Glare here, not going to force the issue here. The in comes a Primarina, so I'm going to paralyze this Primarina. And now I'm going to make the hard read back into my Tangrowth here as he goes for the Ice Beam. Not really much of a prediction, switching from one Ice Weak Pokemon to another. But now that the Primarina is paralyzed, if he's not a speedy Primarina, my Tangrowth does outspeed it, even though I am sassy nature. And I figured Power Whip was a pretty fail-safe move here, so I'm just going to click the Power Whip here, and he makes a nice play. He actually reveals he's Rindo Berry, and he finishes off my Tangrowth with a Moonblast. So the bad news is I lost my Primarina switching. The good news is this Primarina is paralyzed, and it's slower than everything on my team. So I figured I'd take the initiative, go into my Diggersby, just fire off an Earthquake, not going to trying to predict the Skarmory, because if he stays in with Primarina and I overpredict with Fire Punch, I'm in a bad spot because I'm going to lose my win con if he breaks through Paralysis, and I don't want to risk that. So I'm just going to go for the failsafe Earthquake, and he's going to make the safe read into Skarmory on the incoming Earthquake. I'm going to go hard into my Crobat here as he gets up his Stealth Rock this turn. So now I'm going to fire off a Heat Wave here. Again, not trying to overpredict. It's still pretty early on in the match. But he goes into Charizard here, and this is kind of what I wanted in a sense, because looking at his team, I guess he didn't want anything else to take a heat wave, which is fine. And he had to figure I did have heat wave the way I went hard into the Crobat. So at this point, I'm figuring, okay, I think now's my opportunity to pop my Z move. Even if he reads it and switches out, I still have the opportunity to, as long as I don't, since he's not Dragon Dance, I can try to get some damage off on this Charizard. He's not a bulky variant. This will drop to Supersonic Sky Strike. So I'm going to pop my Z move. He's going to stay in, and we're going to take out the Zardex. So the biggest threat to his team, to my team, is gone. I'm going to stay in on the Nidoqueen just to get some damage off with the Brave Bird, and he's actually going to reveal that he has Rock Slide, which does make sense because I do have a Volcarona. So down goes my Crobat, but in comes my Jardigon here. Now I have the opportunity to get up my Stealth Rocks here as he goes out into his Primarina. And considering that the Charizard is gone, I decided here to sack off my Jardigon just to get damage off, because I have no switch into Primarina anymore, so I'm just going to let my Jardigon drop to this Moonblast, which is totally fine by me. I get a free switch into my Mega Gallade. I'm going to Mega Evolve here and click the Zen Headbutt. And we are going to connect. The Primarina is going to drop, so the other biggest threat to my team is gone. And now here's the third threat, which is the Swellow, because with me losing my Jardigon, I don't have a Flying Resist anymore. So I'm figuring at this point, okay, he's probably going to have Boom Burst or Brave Bird or one of these moves. I'm just going to stay in and click Close Combat. I don't want to go out into anything else, either my Clefable or my Diggersby, excuse me, considering that they're both my win cons. So I'm going to stay in and go for Close Combat, and he is actually going to go for the U-turn, predicting me to switch out here. So I'm like, okay, I caught a break. And he goes out into Skarmory, which is even better for me because that does, I see I did over half to the Skarmory, so he's not fully physically defensive. Does reveal Rocky Helmet though, and knowing he needs Skarmory for my Diggersby, he decides to sack off Nidoqueen to the next Close Combat here, as I am now, as Nidoqueen's going to drop here, and in comes his Sharpedo. I'm fully expecting him to go for a Protect here, but I don't want to switch out on the off chance he decides to hard read that. But as you're gonna notice here, he went for Protect, but I think an error showed up afterwards. As you see, there was no speed boost, so unfortunately Harris Sharpedo was not speed boost, it was Rough Skin, which sucked immensely for multiple reasons, because if he was indeed speed boost, he would not have the need to go for Aqua Jet here. He would have went straight for Waterfall or any move at his disposal. He would not be forced in this situation to try to revenge kill my Mega Gallade with Aqua Jet. At the same time, I also could have went into Clefable here, but I didn't want to have my Clefable take any damage as of yet. So I'm still in a sack mode with my Gallade here, and I'm going to Close Combat. And he's going to go for the Aqua Jet here, and as you see, we do live on 5% despite us being -2 defense. And we take out the Sharpedo with the Close Combat, and we die to the Rough Skin. Now, I will go at the end to explain how that matters. It's just going to be a free swing to my Diggersby here. He goes into Skarmory. I'm going to click Fire Punch. And we are going to take out the Skarmory, and all he has left is his Swellow. We take the Rocky Helmet and the Life Orb damage, take the Rocks damage, go for Quick Attack here, pick off this Swellow, and we are going to win 2-0 over Hera and the SL Banefica. Now, going back to the Sharpedo turn. If he had speed boost, like I said, he wouldn't have had to go for Aqua Jet. He would have killed off my Gallade with either a Waterfall, Liquidation, any move at his disposal. Then at that point, I would go out into my Clefable to try to revenge kill. The problem with that would be, he told me afterwards he was Waterium Z. So he was either Z Waterfall, Z Liquidation, one of those moves on Sharpedo, and doing the calcs, and Z Hydro Vortex from the Adamant Max Attack Sharpedo did about 70% to my Clefable. So I would have revenge killed with my Clefable, but then he would get a free switch into Skarmory, and he would just roost off the damage, and with essentially a full HP Skarmory, he would have pretty much beaten Clefable and Diggersby 1v1 with just Skarmory alone, because I would have had to constantly click Fire Punch on the Skarmory. I'd be taking the Life Orb and the Rocky Helmet damage, and then my Clefable doesn't have Flamethrower, so I couldn't do anything about that. Unless I was in a situation where I got to Last Mon Clef, but if I had taken the Z Hydro Vortex, I pretty much would have been in range of a Brave Bird or an Iron Head from Skarmory, even uninvested. So that unfortunate error, the unfortunate fact that Sharpedo wasn't Speed Boost, did turn the tide of this battle a little bit more than I would have liked, especially considering the fact that as quick as this battle was, it was only 19 turns. It was completely hacks free, which deterred it even more. And it sucks because I essentially won because of I don't want to say misgen because it's on Showdown, but it's more of a, I don't want to say oversight either, because Hera is an exceptional battler and he wouldn't make a mistake like this without double checking it, and I guess the set didn't save properly, so that was another unfortunate mistake that did happen, not gonna lie. So we are going to win the battle 2-0. Not really how I wanted to win, but nonetheless we are in the final four. Not saying that this was my objective heading into this, but I am very happy with the fact that we have made it this far. Even making it to the playoffs was an exceptional season as far as I'm concerned. But we're in the conference semifinals, and we are going to be taking on Trev, CL, and the Houston Toxapexians in a rematch from week number 5. So if you guys are hyped for us being in the conference semifinals, one of the final 4 teams left, then leave a like, subscribe, comment, and all the good stuff that goes with it. This was one heck of a game. Good game to Hera Horde as always. It's always a pleasure to battle someone of his experience and battling style. So that's gonna be it from me, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and until the next time, guys, my name is Anthony, aka Tone, and I'm gonna catch you guys on the flip side. Later.